Welcome back, my lovely darlings. Today we're going to talk about Victoria Beckham. Many of you probably recently watched the Netflix TV show Beckhams, and for that reason I thought, it became quite popular wherever I went. After few first days after releasing this show on Netflix, whenever I went, like in real life, people were talking about it. So I decided that maybe that's a time for us to create a video about Victoria Beckham's style, because she is a very iconic person when it comes to fashion, and very recognizable when it comes to her style, She obviously went through different stages in her life, when she was a Spice Girl, it was a different kind of, she was dressing different way than what she is now, but this is very normal, we all going through some kind of stages in our life when we discovering, especially when we are older, we discovering what do we like, how do we want to represent ourselves, what kind of brand we want to create when it comes to our image. So today we're going to focus on her recent looks rather than going very like backwards what she was wearing all her life. We're just going to talk about recent, what she's wearing now, what kind of style she's creating, and I think it's going to be interesting for those of you who I don't know, like her, don't like her, but just want to know more about her. First of all, Victoria Beckham, her name is Victoria Caroline Beckham Adams. She was born on 17th of April 1974. She is an English fashion designer, singer and television personality. Probably the most popular she is from being a Spice Girl. This was one of the first girls bands in England, and it became super popular on a like worldwide stage. And I don't know if there is a person who doesn't actually know what Spice Girls are, They became very famous. That's how her career really started, She also became an internationally recognized style icon, as I said, and a fashion designer. She launched her label in 2008. And her lower price label in 2011, because she has that as well. You can buy Victoria Beckham. I think the lower price label is called Victoria Beckham, and if you want to price like the designer more expensive pieces, it's just called Victoria Beckham. That's what I learned from my research. I think more and more we hear about her brand as well. I personally never bought anything because it is on a more expensive side, I would say. But I think like her clothes are very classic, very elegant. So for those of you who want to check her out, I will put the website below. When it comes to hairstyle, because that's what I want to focus today, for me personally, I really like when she creates lots of colorful looks, lots of different color combinations. You can find beautiful like purple with burgundy. This is one of my favorite looks as well. Love the jacket, it's just absolutely stunning. A lot of like a strong orange trousers, blue trousers, you can find lots of different color combinations, and I like that about her, that she is not scared to create something different. She's not scared to create completely different looks. She's not about copying anyone. She is just creating her own brand that grow with her and grew with her over the years, of discovery herself, really. I'm going to share with you a few looks that I really appreciate, like one of this one with she's actually walking here with her daughter, and she has kind of really lovely jumper with stripes, navy and red, and pair with jeans, which gives you this kind of more casual look, and heels. She is most of the time wearing heels, sometimes very high heels. She's shorter person, and so heels obviously can give her a little bit more length. She can feel more taller, more confident, but even I remember this was a long time ago, but when she was actually pregnant with her daughter Harper, I remember there was like in newspaper pictures of her, and she was like, I think 8 or 9 months pregnant, and she was wearing high heels, and this was, like I'm saying, quite a time long time ago. Yeah, even when she was pregnant, she was wearing advanced pregnancy, she was wearing high heels. This is just something you will recognize her with. She also wear a very like a platform shoes when she's wearing those very long trousers. That's something that you would probably recognize her as well for. Like, this is like very Victoria Beckham look, when she has very long trousers, little bit flare on the bottom, and there is this platform heel just to even hide the heel, but it's just for her to gain those few centimeters when it comes to her length, basically how tall she is. Very as well popular when it comes to Victoria Beckham is this kind of look with glasses. You can find that a lot. This particular all orange. I'm actually going to make a video about orange outfit very soon, so keep lookout for that one, because I think it's going to be interesting. It's such an unusual color, but as you can see, she looks absolutely fantastic. It gives you this kind of more neon kind of shade as well, very strong. Heels in exactly the same color, which is fantastic. And she looks fabulous. And on top of that, you have this kind of big black sunglasses that she wears quite a lot. This is something that she's quite recognized as well with the sunglasses that she's covering her eyes. She doesn't smile very often as well. I think I watched once episode somewhere in some kind of program, like with stars, they're doing these interviews, and she said that she doesn't smile because she just doesn't look very good when she smiles. And there was picture when she smiles and picture when she doesn't smile, and it was so funny because it actually, some people look much better when they just have a more like a neutral face when it comes to taking pictures, and some people looks much better when they smile. So for her, it's just better when she doesn't smile. One of these kind of unusual looks, because you can a lot of times find unusual looks when it comes to Victoria Beckham, and this one in particular, it has this kind of longer jumper on top of the skirt or dress, some boots, and I think again she is this kind of person who likes to wear a little bit more like unusual length when it comes to jumpers. They're going to be a little bit longer. I wouldn't say they not necessarily gives you like advantage of looking tall. I'm not sure if this is that's what she's trying to achieve, but I think this is just something that became a part of her looks as well, that you can find many times. She has this kind of outfit that the jumper is longer than you would normally. It's almost like a jumper dress, short jumper dress on top of the longer skirt, if you know what I mean. Many times I saw outfits like this as well with her, which is I think it might be about extending your length again when it comes to your body. When it comes to outfits on the airport, you will find her traveling quite a lot. This is one of the outfits that I particularly really like. It's not dark, it's quite bright, it's quite fresh, but also very comfortable. So you have again this kind of very long trousers, some trench coat just put on her for comfort, maybe some kind of white t-shirt, but it gives you this kind of comfortable look, you know. Again, her sunglasses, but I really like this one because when we travel quite often, we tend to wear very like a baggy or very like a leggings type of style when it comes to travel, and you can really travel in a nice way. By the way, I actually made a video about how to look very chic when you're traveling and how to look chic on the airport. So I will post the link on the top, you can jump over there as well. One of the looks that I really like as well is when she wears some kind of outfit and she have like a blazer just put on her shoulder. She doesn't really wear the blazer, like she doesn't put her hand inside the sleeves. She just put it on her shoulders and wear it more like a cape type of style. And I think this is very chic of wearing blazers, and many times you can see her doing that. And like this particular outfit here with this purple blouse, greenish yellowish trousers, this is fantastic look for me, you know. It's really beautiful. Again, you have a sunglasses here, so it have this kind of statement for her that this is, you know, Victoria Beckham, you know, we're talking about. I think when she was younger, she showed a little bit more skin when it comes to her like breast. She had a made breast, which is nothing wrong about it, but for me it was always like they didn't look they look too fake, if you know what I mean. And obviously I think at that time it was popular to do something like this. It was more like a trend. And she was, when she was younger, she was showing more her skin, she was showing more when it comes to her body. And when you notice now, I think she grew out of this basically, that she is more cover lady, you know, she's more elegant. She's not this kind of, the crazy years, you know, are gone, and it's absolutely normal to have a crazy years. We all are, we've been young, you know, this is the part of the life. You're just showing maybe more than you should in some cases. But now you're not going to see that with her. She might show a little bit arm here and there, but most of the time she is always going to look very very elegant. She's going to look very polished. She is going to look like a lady, and she's not going to wear very deep like v-neck just to show her breast, you know, what she was doing before. Obviously I will show you some pictures so you're going to see what I mean. Now she's more classic, she has some kind of flamboyant looks as well, but when it comes to, I think, overall showing off skin, you're not going to see her with very like a vulgar looks, which I really appreciate, you know. I think this is again development of becoming more sophisticated, becoming more aware of creating a brand, you know what I mean. Especially she has her own fashion brand, so she want to be recognized with certain look. So she obviously cut herself out from the past experiences when it comes to showing too much, you know. As I'm saying, I really like that about her, that you can see part of her body. I'm not saying she's covered all the time, but most of the time it's not going to be too much. It's just very, very tasteful how she's dressing just now. On the end, just want to share with you that after watching actually Netflix, I don't know if you watched that program, the Beckham program, it was it's actually really, it was made very, very well. It was more about her husband than her, but still it was about them really, you know, how they met and all this stuff what they went through as a family. My image about her, because some people might not like her because she seems to be cold, she seems to be posh, you know, very posh, like a little bit maybe too much. But actually after watching this documentary, I started appreciate her character more, you know. I started realizing that a lot of things she's done in her life, it was for her family, for protecting her family, for making sure that the family is basically the most important for her. So she didn't give up on the family when times were very hard, you know. And this is just shows you how strong a woman she is, how strong personality she has, but also it shows you that determination of wanting to have a happy life, not really care for what other people think, which is really important, I think, in their situation, because they went through a lot of struggle, you know, on a very big scale, you know. We as normal people, we might have a problem, but not the whole world is watching our problems, you know. When the whole world is watching your problems, or whole country, it just became ridiculous, and it became to the stage that, well, I don't think nobody would like that, basically. I don't think anybody would like that. So they went through a really hard time, in my opinion, and seeing how they grow as a family, they went through that, and they still together, it just gives you a really positive message that you can be together with someone for a really long time. There will be upside downs, 100% sure, but it's important in the relationship that you become strong. Sometimes you are not strong, but maybe then your partner is going to be strong. It's never 50-50, like people like to say we are 50-50. When it's never 50-50, sometimes you feel 30 and your partner is going to be 70. So it's about working things together and not giving up on each other, even in the time when you don't really like each other. And we all have this kind of times with relationships, especially when you're long with someone. Many times, especially celebrities, they will just give up and they will divorce, you know. You see that all the time, most of the time probably, with this kind of scale of the celebrities they are, you know, or popularity they have. But for me it's really nice message that they are together, they are stronger than ever, and they working, it seems like they're going to be forever together forever, you know. And I wish them that they're going to always be strong together and they always give us this kind of example that you can do it. So yeah, I hope you, if you didn't watch that the documentary, I really recommend you to do that, because it can really gives you another light on the whole story. You know, there were so many things I didn't know, because I never was so much interested in like David Beckham, to be fair. I just knew who he was, who is his wife, but I never really went deep into their story, and it just helped me to understand it a little bit better. So highly recommend you to watch that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next video.